See, as somebody who is single, you need to use this time wisely. You see, many people think that being single, maybe it's a curse, maybe it's a bad thing. No, it is not. It's just a matter of time and seasons. See, when God is taking you through this phase, you need to understand what He's teaching you, what He's preparing you for. I always tell you, people, that marriage is ministry. So allow God to use this time to prepare you for marriage. In the meantime, don't sit down and beat yourself up and overthink it and think, when am I going to meet my husband? When am I going to meet my wife? When am I meeting my significant other? You're saying to yourself, God, when? No, this is not a time to lament. It's not a time to feel down. It's not a time to feel out of place. I know sometimes people around you could be married and you'll be thinking, God, why me? God is still preparing you. So singles, this is not a time to lament or regretting. You know, some people were in relationships before they got born again and the Lord told them, no, that is not your spouse. Let them go. I'm going to give you someone else. Some people during the waiting season tend to think about the past and even want to go back to the past, but don't do that. Use this time to learn a skill. Learn a new skill. Learn baking. Learn how to crochet. Learn how to sew. Learn something. Learn a foreign language. Learn something that is going to make you different during this season. Also, use this time to understand the things of God more, because you're going to reach into marriage and there are things that you're not going to be able to do because you now have a significant other, you now have a family to take care of, you have a full household and it's looking at you as a woman to put things in order. So use this time to even preach the gospel, read the Bible, understand the word. You see, when the time comes for your marriage, different spouses, different men are going to come up, and it's very critical and it's very important that you have the spirit of discernment to know whom you're going to go with. So as you're single, don't beat yourself up, don't regret it, but go learn that skill, go preach the gospel. You see, when you're single and you feel like you want to preach the gospel, or the Holy Spirit leads you to go preach the gospel, you are going to just get up and go wherever God is telling you to go. It could be even a different country, it could be a different city, it could be a different state. But because you're single and alone for now, you are going to be able to do that freely. But unlike somebody who is married, they have to first run it by the husband to see the time when you're away, who is going to take care of the things around the house. You may sometimes have to hire a help for that particular period for you to be away. Sometimes some women, some men, the significant other will say, no, you cannot leave me here alone for a month. You see, so those are things you need to do while you're still single. So also learn a skill. You're going to get into marriage and you won't be able to do certain things. You're not going to be able to be away from your home for a whole month, you know, a whole week. Maybe you're pregnant, you're not going to be able to do some heavy fasts. So this is the time for you to sow that seed. You know, you see, I take prayer and fasting like a seed, like something you're keeping somewhere and it keeps growing. So at the time when you're not ready to fast, when you're not ready to pray, those prayers will come out and be in handy. For example, if you're pregnant, you're not going to be able to fast. Is it 5 days dry, 10 days dry, 7 days dry? You won't be able to fast that number of days. But when you're single, you're not pregnant, you're fully healthy, you can get engaged into those fasts. And also evangelism, if you are a group of people is going away for a week, 2 weeks, and you're still single, partake in that. Partake in groups that are going to help you understand God more, preach the gospel, things that are going to help you like increase your faith in God, increase your knowledge about spirituality, Christianity, and the things of God. This is the time. This is the time for you to use. Also, as you're praying for a spouse, you need to understand that you also need to pray for God to make you the wife that is going to be suitable for your significant other. God can even reveal to you the calling of God upon your man's life, and then you start praying for him along those lines, and also God to also build your character, to be in the line of the calling of husband and yours as well. Let me give you an example. For example, if God has called you to be a pastor's wife, God is not going to just throw you in that position. He is definitely going to prepare you before he puts you in that position. He's going to make sure you have patience, and trust me, you will be tested. He's going to make sure you have humility, because you know the praises will come with that title and that position wherever you will be. He's going to make sure you're able to deal with anger, and he's going to test you during this period. And also he's going to make sure, are you able to welcome people? Are you able to deal with people with different characters? Because as someone who is going to be a pastor's wife, different people are going to come your way, and you have to know and understand how to deal with them, so that you don't end up breaking down the ministry. So yeah, those are some preparations that God is going to take you through before he gives you that particular person. So if it is a businessman, God knows the things he's going to teach you. He could take you back to school to study something along finances, so you're able to help your spouse like with their business. These are just examples. And remember, in the realm of the spirit, in the school of the spirit, if you fail a test, thou shalt repeat it until you get it right. So this time when you're single, use it for God to work on your character. So sometimes you think that, oh, God has delayed. God is never late or early. He's always just on time. It is us that he's working on to be better and to make sure that we are ready for that particular position he wants to give us before he gives it to us, so that you don't fail or mess up or do things that don't coordinate. So anyway, let us not think that maybe God is delaying me, maybe God does not want me to enter these gates of marriage. No, God is still working on your character, and at the right time he will make things happen. Anyway, let me hope you've learned a thing of two. If this video has blessed you, don't forget to like, share, comment, and let me know what do you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and also hit the notification button so that you are notified each and every time I post a new video.